What's going on, everybody? As y'all can see from the title of this video, this patch is not it for me. I'm gonna say it again. This patch is not it for me. For me. You see the text right there? For me. Because, you know, I know in this day and age, people act like you can't have difference in opinions. This patch is not it for me. And I'm gonna explain why I don't like it, and honestly is kind of killing my motivation to even really play this game. So one of the things is they nerfed Broly, and the way they nerfed Broly was so stupid. Now I don't expect people to have sympathy for Broly, because I know I wouldn't have sympathy for Lab Coat if they just destroyed her and never seen her again. So I ain't even finna worry about y'all. Y'all got what y'all wanted, but Broly, so the two main things that they nerfed on him is his mediums. They nerfed both of these. So now, as you see, that is -11. So basically, you can't, you know how people do block strings like this? You can't do it no more. So your pressure is literally just this. Just the land, 2L, dash up, because his 5L actually don't reach sometimes. It still don't. See? So if you do something like this, you got to make sure to dash up or just keep staggering like that. But you cannot use his mediums anymore. They made it slower, his 5M. They adjusted the speed. It used to go a little further than this, but it was super slow to begin with. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal, but, you know, they nerfed it. His 2M, you can kind of see the pause when he do it. I'm going to just pause. I'm going to do the 2M and then jump. You see that recovery? Horrible. 5M, same thing. And 2M is -11. Now, what bothers me about this is the fact that Broly 2M wasn't even a big deal. His 2M was not a big deal. You literally only used it in block strings or in a combo. You know, you would think they out here using Broly 2M and 5M like this 5M, that they still kept the range for whatever reason. So they nerfed that, and they nerfed this 5S. So you probably can't tell just watching. You will have to pick Broly yourself, and you can just feel the weight on him now. It feels very heavy. So now Broly is -9 on his 5S. So, like, you know, sometimes he'll try to reset pressure like this. Can't do it no more. If somebody lets you do it, then you just will sleep at the wheel. So now, a lot of times, so you see how I'm holding up at the 5S? That's how much recovery he got. So now it's a bit harder to try to zone out with him. And honestly, I feel like that was stupid to nerf too. The only thing I feel like he could have got a nerf on was this beating every assist. I feel like that was such an unnecessary buff they gave his shield. You know, I feel like that was silly. But his 5S, you know, they just nuked it. So now, you know, in the same breath they nerf his 5S, you know, you still got stupid Vegito doing whatever he want to do. You got all these moves that goes to projectiles, super dash goes to projectiles, I mean goes through key blast, this, that, and the third, and it's like, you know, oh, you know what? Broly 5M was such a problem. His 2M was such a problem. Let's just nerf that to the ground. But Vegito's 5M, all he needs is a little bit of a recovery nerf. he can still just go full screen in 2 clicks. That's what annoys me. If they would have nerfed that too and been more fair about this whole patch, I wouldn't have felt this bad. But this whole patch just feel random as F. Like, it's really annoying. Really annoying. You know what? It's one thing I forgot to mention. Because I'm going to address this right now. Because I know it's probably people that's ready to comment. That's thinking, oh, Broly has armor. He can armor through everything. So, this combo right here. It's the one thing he armors with most of the time. 2835. That's what y'all scared of. Hold on. Let me let the health not come back. So y'all can see this. That's such a big deal. And then if he does it with level 3, that only does like what, 4600? Nothing crazy because he vanished. So that automatically scales your combo from there. And then if y'all want to talk about the EX and how much he nukes you for it, at the very least, he negative on all of that. If you block it, he negative. He has to vanish, and a lot of characters can punish that. Any character can punish it if you got a level 3. As long as it's fast. Or a frame 1 anti-air. You know, like, you know what, since Vegito is here, let me... Just like that, if you got a frame 1 anti-air. You know, so... we can nip that in the bud real quick. Like, Broly armor is just the be-all, end-all. You know, now, there are some monkeys that play Broly. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen them myself, but nothing warrants the nerfs that he got. And then another thing, Broly's mediums don't even scale like a medium. He don't get no medium starter from this. So it's like, what was the problem? But I digress. Let me go on to the next point before I cut somebody out. Lab coat, they nerfed her, for those that don't know how you do this move. How the F do you do this? Oh, okay, there we go. So, for those that don't know, lab coat, she can't do this no more. So they fixed the ease of use of how she able to do debuff. But the problem, so now she has to do it like a straight up command grab, like how Broly do. Like, condition you not to press none and then do it. So she can't, and then you can actually mash now. You see, she lost her little invisibility on it, so it's not a frame 4 like, you know, UI Goku's or Broly to just kind of sneak it in. But the problem I feel with Lab Coat is this move and this move. These two moves are so stupid because she can still just do this. And a side note, Broly 5S got so much recovery. If we do this at the same time, I actually get punished for that. Normally I recover in time, but I digress. So still goes behind. Like, this move is still spin the win. Like, it's ridiculous. You know, it's like they listen, but they didn't listen. That's what annoys me about this patch. Is like, it really don't feel like they listen. They listen to what they wanted to listen to. That's basically what it looked like. So that's, and honestly, if Lab Coat ain't banned, which I know she not banned at Heat Wave, and I believe Evo she won't be banned neither. It's just gonna be Vegetos and Lab Coats and Android 17s and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the ones we've been seeing already. with a sprinkle of a few new characters. That's it. You ain't gonna see Broly though, because you weren't seeing Broly like that anyway. Alright, let me go on to the next point. It's making me mad. So, they buff Spark. They buff Spark. So, you know, normally when you Spark, when you Super Dash and Spark, it looks like this, and then you gotta do a combo. They took that away. So, you stand block the whole time. So you can go into little PS4 resets, I like to say. You know, and hope they get hit or whatever, which is silly, you know, and that just reinforces goofball play, you know, and that's basically what this whole patch is. It really just makes you play more like an idiot. Ain't no way to sugarcoat it. That's how I feel. So I might mess this up, but now they made it easier for characters jump light attacks to actually hit. See, like that. See, I kind of messed it up, but basically, when somebody super dash at you in Spark, you can't 2H it. That's what was the thing to stop kind of the Spark gimmicks last patch, was when somebody super dash at you, if you miss your 2H, at the very least, you know, you was able to hurry up and try to 2H. Like I say, I'm messing it up right here, but I promise y'all that they fixed it. Well, not fixed it, but they decided to just change it. But I'm telling you, you cannot 2H Sparks. I don't know why it's not working for me. I don't know if it's like a character specific thing or certain 2Hs or JLs don't mesh well together, but yeah, that they specifically stated in the notes that they want to make it better for scrambles or something like that. So they made jumping light attacks in Spark better, which makes for more stupid play, so people can just mindlessly just, you know, super dash and, you know, just over and over. And what annoys me too is they didn't fix the Spark hold vanish. So for those that don't know, y'all play people that do this, that right there, that's still a thing. So you can potentially, you know, lose your character in a blink of an eye just because they Spark held vanish behind you. They didn't fix that. Spark is still 0 on block. So if, let me pick Broly, I can hold vanish, and it's literally RPS on whether or not I'm gonna sit there or am I gonna hold vanish behind you, and now I got the upper hand. So this literally adds on to this play, this scramble, quote unquote, that they want you to go for in this game now. You know, and like I said earlier, it is no nice way to sugarcoat it. I feel like this game is so scrubby now, and I hate even using that word, but the game just feels so scrubby. You know, once upon a time, because the game was never perfect. It was never perfect. But you know, early in the game's life, it felt like it was clean. It was clean, and not everybody could beat everybody. I feel like with the way this game is now, the way some of these characters are now, anybody can beat anybody. And that's kind of what I hated about Street Fighter V. You know, people might disagree, but that's what I don't like about Street Fighter V. It's so limited in what you can do, and it just feel like everybody can beat everybody. One day you're on top, Next day you at the bottom losing to somebody in pools, whatever. That's what I feel like DBZ done turned into. Didn't used to be like that, but it feels like they trying to accommodate people that don't want to block, that don't want to learn how to block, and they just want to scramble, press buttons, mash, do this, that, and the third. They decided to buff Bardock's auto combo. You know, I honestly was hoping they'll stop with this stupid auto combo anti-F stuff. That was one of the things I hated about when I watch people play Super Saiyan 4 is this, you know, just do this all day. So now that does the same thing. You see? Anti-air is just like Super Saiyan 4's. And it's like, why are we keep adding stuff that people keep saying they don't want? It's like, who are they listening to? People literally always say they hate these tracking auto combos, anti-auto combos. People always talk about it with Super Saiyan 4. But guess what they do? Give it to Bardock. Kefla has it too, and I feel like Kefla is just as stupid, but people don't play with it, so you don't see it. You know, and it's like, it's really irritating. It's like they don't know what to do. You know what? They do know what to do, because people tell them. Like, it annoys me, and that's one of the things that I learned to just accept when I was playing Street Fighter V. I used to get mad at decisions and all that stuff, and honestly, when I just accepted it and just left the game alone, I felt so much better, because shouldn't no game be making you that annoyed, you know? But they decided to give Trunks a 2M that goes pretty far, but, you know, and gave him some combos, but from what I'm hearing, he basically still more or less the same. That's what I'm hearing. And I'm not talking about no combos, because people always get it twisted when they see characters got new combos. That mean they good. Like, nah, they still got to get a hit. They still got to actually play to get to the combos. So I ain't talking about combos and Trunks look ridiculous and you know, I heard he still ain't all that. But it's like, oh, let's give another character a long range normal, the thing people hate already about this game. And they just give it to Trunks because they don't know what to do, or they just don't want to do it. That's what I think. You know, these people, they just feel so out of touch. It's like, alright, on to the next point. So disappointed with this game right now. They decided to nerf offense for whatever reason. So, from what I understand, so let's just start off with Majin 21. Hold on, let me make him not jab so y'all can just see how plus she is after this. And I'm finna hold up this whole time. See how long that takes? From what I understand, I heard people say she can't even get a safe jump no more. Let me see how plus she is. I forgot. Plus 18. That's ridiculous. So, people crying and complaining about mix-ups and blocking level 3 Oki. Honestly, you should want more characters to have it. And that's the thing that's weird to me. You know, they'll get mad because the game gets scrambly, but they don't want characters to have level 3 Oki. It's like, which one do y'all want? You know? So, yeah, and from what I understand too, I think people say she don't even do that much damage. This level 3. So for it to only be plus 18, so she can't even really get a safe jump. It's like, what was the point? And now all it is for her steals. And it's like even then they could have at least left it like Gotenks level 3 where you can at least still get a safe jump. But you know, they decided to nerf at level 3. They nerfed Cell level 3. Wasn't nothing wrong with Cell level 3 mix in the corner. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. They decided to nerf that for whatever reason. You know, it's like they really trying hard to not have people blocking. It's like what y'all, they want this to turn into Xenoverse or what? Like just mashing buttons and auto combos and I don't want to use that party game term, but it really feel like that's the direction we going in. And by far probably the biggest reason I really don't want to play this game like that, and this patch is not it. Let me have them up tech, because I forgot you can need the ghost grounded. The ghost has more recovery now. Ghost has more recovery, so which means it's much harder to make his ghost be meaty so he can do Ghost Oki like before. And what annoys me is they nerfed Ghost Oki last patch. I think it was last patch, when they made it so if you take a raw hit, the damage scales much higher or much greater. So we had to legit try to really squeeze out as much damage as we can doing every re-jump. Like I said, it's all scale damage, but we really had to squeeze it out with shell cancel stuff, that re-jump there, and then only for them to nerf it again. And it's really funny how people is complaining about fusions, and the only fusion they really nerfed, that got hit the hardest, was Gotenks. Wasn't nobody playing with him. It's literally only a handful of us that play with him. Literally only a handful, and they decided to just nerf it for whatever reason. And let me show you. So, you know the backdash ghost? This is just useless now. So if somebody were to, if they do backdash ghost, they are extremely negative. A free level 3. A free vanish. So like normally, you know how you do combos like this and then backdash? Can't do it. So now all you can do is just get a basic safe jump. A basic safe jump, that's all you can get. And this is literally Gotenks' game plan, is to set up the ghosts. And what annoys me too is they nerfed Ghost Oki, but Zamasu still got his Blaze of Judgment. You know, and the thing is, I want Zamasu to keep it. I wish Gotenks kept his, but it's like, what is the decision making that's going on? They nerfed Ghost Oki for whatever reason, but Zamasu can do the exact same thing, just differently. You know, like it don't make sense to me. You know, EXPN got some real nice setups with it. You know, that's pretty cool, but Ghost Oki is Gotenks. That was a unique move set, game plan to him. And it wasn't easy. It ain't hard, you know, once you understand why it works and how it works. It ain't hard, but they really nerfed it. They really nerfed it like that. It's crazy to me. just so people can scramble and mash vanish on wake up and mash buttons on wake up because people don't like the block. The last point, EX moves are still, you know, they still safe. I always say I wish it was like Broly, where it's negative. You can at least punish it. He has to vanish. He has to do something to try to, you know, try to mask himself from getting punished. But yeah, EX move still safe. Vegito still safe. Let me see, lab coat. You know, it's just like, I believe they said they nerfed the block stun or something like that, but I don't even feel like looking. I'm really starting to get annoyed looking at this game at the moment. But yeah, EX, you know, Lariat still make you explode. Still makes you explode. You know, it's like they didn't listen. I think Vegito, they scaled it a little. But I know for Super Saiyan 4, they didn't. Lab Coat still makes you explode if you get hit by it. It's like, who was they listening to? You know, is what I think why I'm so irritated about all these changes is because I really do love this game. This game is one of those games I never thought would ever happen. An actual DBZ fighting game. And the developers, whoever, the one pulling the strings, they got something special with this game. They keep effing it up. They was doing good at first. Now they messing it up bit by bit. Ain't had no new stages, no new costumes. You know, the game just feels dry. And this is probably the more lackluster patch they ever done dropped for this game. It really feel like they just threw it together and said, here, you take what you get. That's what this patch felt like. And, you know, the bright side of this is Yamcha is two-touching now. It looks cool seeing Yamcha got some combos. He two-touching. You know, a lot of characters got some cool stuff, you know, and everybody got this whole beam plus super dash. You know, they starting to take away what's unique to characters and just throw it on everybody, you know. But the game was in such a good spot, and, you know, it just, as time went on, it just started losing its way. And they really had something special with this game. And I know it's early, patch just came out, what, a day or two ago? But I know my feelings ain't gonna change for this. It ain't gonna change for this. And honestly, I'm not gonna travel for nothing for this game no more. And I just stick to playing it online and, you know, still do some videos and guides. And honestly, I'm just waiting on Street Fighter 6. So let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. You know, is this patch hitting for y'all, or is it, you know, kind of yikes like it is to me? But thank y'all for hearing me ramble and rant about this. I'll see y'all next time, and y'all take care.